Developing the next generation of leaders, one child at a time. That is the mission of the NeXT Basketball Foundation.
We try to instill into the kids the importance that this is not about you, this is about us, and anytime you make it about you, things will go south really, really quick. Let's be positive. Let's champion each other's cause, and let's not complain. Let's find something good to talk about.
Well, the man in that video is with us today. That's Sean Bailey. He and Tony DeBlasi are the co-founders, and joining me today to share more. Gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Robyn.
All right, let's talk about this foundation because, you know, as we were discussing before the segment, Sean, this was kind of born out of an idea that just kind of took on a life of its own, right?
It sure did. I was flying back from Denver on May the 19th, 2015, and I just left. My son had graduated from the Military Academy Prep School, Air Force Military Academy, the prep school, and I sat down and I wrote an email to about 20 fathers saying, we can do something different for kids when it comes to basketball, and we can do more than just teach them basketball. Out of that short email, we're here today with you.
And tell me where that is, because since its inception, I mean, this has grown to include a number of kids, right?
Yeah, we've probably worked with over 400 to 500 kids since 2019, I think, or 2015. I think what's important to talk about is families too. So when we started, we had 32 kids come to our summer clinic. The following year, we had 85 come to our summer camp. Last year we had over 150, and when we very first started, we had one travel team that played in the winter of 2015. This spring we will have 11 AAU teams, and we have our very first girls team this year too, 5th grade team.
Awesome, get those women out there,
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, you know, Tony, we mentioned it's a basketball foundation. You guys are very clear in stating that that is not the main purpose. It's not what it does for these kids and their families. So what is it that sets NeXT apart?
You know, we do have great coaches, Sean, and an army of volunteer coaches, you know, coaching all those various teams. But it really isn't about basketball. It's about trying to transform youth sports as a platform to try to create leaders out of our kids. And that's what it's really about. And that became very apparent at the inception when Sean floated the idea, had the benefit of, he was our coach at Elevate Basketball for that first year, which is a great program in and of itself. But it was very clear that while he is a great coach, his philosophy really shone through during that experience. And he took every opportunity to teach kids about leadership skills, bringing guest speakers and community service, we talked about and actually did. And that's really the foundation. It's trying to create great citizens, civic-minded kids through volunteerism, and just basketball is a platform to do that.
Yep.
And we're looking at some of the photos of things you've done with the kids. I mean, there are food pantries. You've collected shoes for Souls, coat drives. I mean, you guys, do you just pick kind of a cause each season, or how does it work when you decide what we're going to get into?
Well, I felt like we had 4 pillars of responsibility. We wanted to help people with clothing. We wanted to help people stay warm. We wanted to help with education, and we wanted to help with shoes. And all 4 of those categories we have worked with over the last 4 years. One year we gave 2,000 pairs of shoes through Souls for Souls to people in need. They were either new or gently used. We started a coat drive 2 years ago that we choose certain elementary schools that might be in need, and we provide winter coats, new or gently used, all given to us through donations. This year we were able to give about 250 coats away, but over the last 3 years we've probably given a little over 600 coats away. We want that to continue to grow. We work with Roy Hall at the Driven Foundation. Every winter we have our teams go and help give out food for people that are in need. So, and we worked with Alliance Life Care as well, where we would take routes. The bottom line is, if you're going to be a leader, you have to humble yourself first and serve, and that's what we think. So we're just trying to show kids what it looks like to see a problem and stand in the gap and be a solution, not just stare at the problem.
I will say we started the NBC4 Stuff the Backpack Drive last year, which was a complete and utter success for what we were trying to do. And we're going to do it again this year. But your guys were some of the biggest groups of volunteers when it came to helping us put that together. And now this year, you guys are going to kind of take it on in a little bit of a different way, right?
Right. We're going to try to be even more active. We want to give a financial donation greater than we did last year. And we had a tremendous amount of families come out and support that day of the drive-through and taking in goods and putting them in the backpacks. we're going to make that our main initiative this going forward for all of our spring teams, all 11 of them and their families. So you're talking about 120 kids and their families to participate this year in Stuff the Backpacks.
All right, Tony, if somebody out there wants to get their kid involved or they want to donate, they want to be part of this kind of movement that you guys have created, how do they do that?
You know, we're looking for folks to join us and partner with us, be it private individuals, corporations, private or family foundations. So partner with us, reach out to us at nextbasketball.org is our website, or Sean at nextbasketball.org. We'd love to engage in dialogue with folks that are like-minded and help us build out our platform.
Yes. And obviously it is working. It is getting a lot of kids involved, and I'm sure on the road to becoming great citizens here. So thank you guys for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robyn.